Now, coming up next is the eighth picture, Nipime. Karibu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Blessy Silvelo. The developer at the Edutalifa company, which deal with creation of softwares and systems that help Tanzania education institutions to solve different problems. So we have created Edutalifa, which it is the first Tanzanian software that enables schools, in universities and other institutions to notify parents and students about everything that's going on at schools. So also we have created another package which called Edu Account. That is the first African accounting package that solves different problems for accounting. But for that, today I'm not going to discuss all of them, but I'm going to discuss another product that is called the Nipime. So every Tanzania students needs these books. I'm only showing these 2 books. But for secondary, you need to have about 8 books if you need to pass exams. They have most of the exams needed, so that past papers and everything. So we decided to make something more useful that can help a student to get all those things. Apart from reviews books, they can get notes and everything. So okay, so what we have done is we have connected teachers and students so that teachers can interact with students by giving them quiz, notes, summary, and everything. But that, we think that it is not enough for students. They can get understanding all those things. So we have created an algorithm that helps students to solve different questions from the mobile, because all of us here have mobile phones. But what if I ask you, what if your children or your brother tell you, brother, can you give me a logarithm question? You say, no, I have done that long time ago. I can't give you logarithm question. But this app here, which you see here, it can give you everything. It can give you quizzes, it can give you summarized notes, it can give you elements, and better than that, we have integrated an algorithm that it can teach students. So can you just see that? So that is Nipime. So we think that all students in Tanzania need this. Why? Because we have shortage of teachers. We have shortage of books. We have shortage of places for students to learn. But most of the parents, most of the people at streets, they have smartphone. So what if they have Nipime? Are we together, guys? So I'll go very fast. So those are screenshots of Nipime. You can see that there are different subjects, there are different quizzes, and the better thing is that when you choose a quiz, it's automatically marked by the phone. You don't need to say, brother, can you mark me these questions? Or teacher, you don't need to find a teacher. So that is Nipime. Yeah, as you can see there, questions have been marked. So what you need is just to choose the quiz, fill the questions, mark it, and do things like that. So how are we generating revenues? Our business model, it is a subscription model. We are using 8-character activation code that is combination of alphabets and numeric. So for a student to get Nipime service for 1 year, he need to pay 5,000 T shillings. Can you imagine? But this book, one book is sold more than 5,000 T shillings. But if you have Nipime for 5,000 T shillings, you have access to all subjects. Can you see that is cheap? Yeah, so because you think that is cheap, we have given 50 activation code for all of you here. So if you will be as fast as possible, you can use Sahara-1 up to 50. So if you'll be fast, you can download Nipime and enter that activation code. So you will have access to all quizzes, summarized notes, and better things, and artificial intelligence that can help your children understanding different things that even you will not have access to teach them, or you may not be able to teach them. So, example, for Kinondoni district only, Kinondoni municipal, we have more than 600,000 students. So if we push the product to all those students, we are going to generate more than 3 billion shillings per year. So what if we target the whole Tanzanian market? You know how many students are finishing O-level and primary school every year? Can you imagine how much you'll make? Yeah, that is a secret, but all you know it. So that is. And for now, we have tested the product here in Dar es Salaam and in Zanzibar, because we are working together with different schools. For Zanzibar, we are working with Zanzibar Association of Private Schools, ZAPS, that we have worked for 6 schools. We have more than 2,000 students using Nipime. So we have made about 35,000 USD by integrating Nipime with other platforms. As I said before, I'm coming from Edu Taarifa. So we are selling 3 brands: Edu Taarifa, Edu Accounting, and the Edu Nipime for students, for institution to give the service to students. So as for now, I'm a little good talker, sorry.
You have less than a minute, 45 seconds.
Yeah, okay. For that 45 seconds, I can say we are looking to raise about, we are looking to raise about 200,000 USD so that we can cover all Tanzanian students. We can deliver the product to students so that they can stop using these things, which are very costful, but they will use Nipime, which it is cheap, and you can think that it is about 10 MB when you download. No, it is about 800 KB. And it works offline if you have no data and you have access to all previous quizzes which you accessed when you were online. So for that, I can say thank you.
And it's done. The right time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nipime, 3 minutes. Welcome.
So you say that you're solving people not using books, but there's still a lot of free content online.
Okay.
So what value proposition or what content do you have that cannot be found free online? That's the first question. Second, I feel like one of your niche markets could be getting content from schools. So basically you're connecting teachers and their students, and then the parents are there to see what these students, their sons or daughters are learning at school. But then the challenge you would face is to make teachers put that content online. So how would you solve that?
Okay, for what I've said before is that I can answer the first question, that what make our product be unique is that the first thing is that when we are deploying the product, we have decided that Tanzania students facing a lot of challenge. Most of it because they're using Google and other Wikipedia, other tools to get content. But when they go there, they get content which are not regarding their level of studies. Example, O-level student can find what is photosynthesis, but the same student, college students can post a definition for photosynthesis. So what are you going to expect the low-level student to understand the high-level student definitions, like that? So we put content that when student enter, it sees that, okay, it is about my level, and things like that. And you said about how we are going to interact teachers with the tools. What we are doing now, we are not depending on schools to upload the quizzes and notes there. No. What we are doing is that we have hired teachers, professional teachers, to put those things. That is an Nipime. About Edu Taarifa, the teachers at school need to put attendance and other things like that. But for Nipime, we have professional teachers that are doing a very good job to put those content, to make sure our algorithm do perfect things and things like that. So we are sure that what we are building is that it fit the market of Tanzania and African, and as we are going to get more fund from investors, we are going to expand around the world.
So we have 40 seconds left, eh? Any more questions?
Yeah, I had a question. You're talking about quizzes and all of this, but do you have the books directly? And if you do, how do you do the copyright? And do you pay the books, the suppliers, whatever? How do you do that? Just quickly.
Okay. As I said, we don't rely on these books. We have hired teachers, professional teachers, to put their content there. So what we do is we pay them to do the job and things like that. So we don't depend on these books here. So for all you guys, in addition, you can call me Mr. Nipime, and you can download the app from App Store, from Google Play, and all I can say is thank you.
So we're done with the minutes, eh? So just a simple reminder, just in case you're getting a bit too comfortable with what people were presenting today. Now we said come at 7 minutes for the pitches, but 3 minutes for the judges. But something else, when somebody's presenting or pitching, please, let's try to maintain silence. And if you want to burst out into a laughter, try to compose yourself. Because if somebody else is not confident, they might stop whatever they're doing and you might ruin their pitch. So it's better to show some respect. Just imagine yourself in his shoes or somebody else's shoes. So let's be quiet and let's respect what is happening on the floor.